Hey everyone, I'm Victor Fong. I'm a financial consultant by profession. In this video, I'm going to answer this question of how watching The Last Dance documentary has given me some insights into financial planning. Alright, The Last Dance is documenting how Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls, they're probably the hottest team back in the 80s, where they have won 5 national basketball championships and they are gunning for their 6th one. So the 6th one is very exhausting for them. They're all probably getting old, but yet they managed to achieve what many seem to say that it was impossible at that point in time. But yet, with lots of guts, Michael Jordan and his team really did it, right? There's a lot to reflect about financial plan, and I hope to share with you in this video. In a game of basketball, right, there are 4 quarters you need to play. Let's say your life is like playing a game of basketball, right? You're born, and 0 to 20 is your first quarter, 20 to 40 is your second quarter, 40 to 60 is your third quarter, and 60 to 80 is the 4th and final quarter. In this game of life, if you were to parallel it to playing basketball, you realize, right, the first quarter of your life is where you set the tone. For your life, you're basically studying or probably just playing, right? And you depended a lot of your parents' support to help you bring you through the young days. Just like Jordan, right, was discovering himself. He was playing the first quarter with so much gusto. This is the prime of your youth days, and you were basically just chonga and want to achieve as much as you can. Then in your 20 to 40 is your second quarter. You will have achieved a lot of firsts in life. You will have gotten married, you have graduated, you have probably gotten your first house, maybe your first car, or maybe you have the first baby, right? And then after that, when you go to the third quarter of your life, I would say this phase of your life is probably a lot about upgrading, right? Just like Michael Jordan upgraded his skills in his later part of his playing basketball days, we are going through that upgrade phase where we want to maybe enhance our education by going for masters, or upgrading our skill set by attending courses, or possibly we want to upgrade our house, our cars, and maybe at this stage we have our kids, second kid, and maybe third kid and beyond. So you realize now your kids will now start the same circle of life, I will call it. And then you enter this phase, the final quarter is called retirement. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't think I'm Michael Jordan where I can always take last minute or last second shot to win the game, right? The game of life, there's no rehearsal. If you are going to take last second shot to win at 80 years old, then I would say it's a very tough game of life to play, right? So what I'm saying is this: when you reach your 60s to 80, which is your final quarter, if you have not planned your life very well, you realize that there is really no income for you to live on, right? That's why financial planning becomes so important. And you also realize that in your first quarter, you depend a lot on your parents, right, to fund you for your studies, right? And this is the part where you basically have no money, right? You have to depend on your parents for money. So what do? You only have probably 2 quarters of your life to really play this game of life, your second and your third, where you need to maximize, score as many points as you can, right, by earning enough, and then to guard these 4 things. Number 1, a lot of things may happen as you work, right? What if you plan so much, you play so well, but then you got, you like Kobe Bryant, pass away, you don't live past 60. That's very sad, all right? But you leave a burden of debts for your family. That's why financial planning is important, because you could be working beyond 60, but what if you don't live past 60? You will need to leave behind something for your family. That's why insurance becomes very important for you. Number 2, what if you plan so much but you don't work past 60? Right? You don't work past 60, you fall sick. There's a certain form of critical illness that hits you and takes away your energy to go to work. You probably want to stop work. That's why you have critical illness insurance to give you a payout to allow you to rest and recover. Number 3, what if you reach 60 but you don't have enough money to retire? All right? Some basketball players in the NBA have earned so much money, but they just splurge it away, and then they realize they don't have enough to retire, right? Don't be like that, all right? Do your financial planning well. And number 4, what if you have kids and they start school at 20, and then you realize that you don't have enough money saved for them to start their dream education? So, do you realize financial planning has a lot to do with the 4 quarters of life? And in order for you to max out your second and third quarter, you got to guard against all these 4 risks. Number 1, right? If you die, the insurer will pay your family a sum of money. If you fall sick, okay, you have a payout from your insurance plan to guard you during your recovery years. If you retire at 60, your savings should be able to pay you, all right, enough to last you for the final quarter of your life. And your kids start school at 20, you gotta make sure that they have enough money to start their dream education. So financial planning has a lot to do with knowing at which stage of your life you need the most important part of executing your money plans. That's why a financial plan is important. Alright, remember the game of life is like playing basketball. There are 4 quarters. Alright, quarter 1 for most of us has passed. We have quarter 2 and quarter 3 to really maximize what we can do so that we live quarter 4, which is our retirement phase, well. In my next video, I'll probably share more about what you can do during quarter 2 and quarter 3 so that you can maximize your earning power and also locate the right resources in order for you to have a smooth sailing quarter 4 to live on. Right? If you like this video, feel free to share with your friends, family members. If you like a personal consult of financial planning for your personalized money strategy, then you can drop me a note. Or if you have a financial consultant that you love to work with, feel free to consult them as well. Alright? I'll see you in my next video. Cheers.